treat.
Firstly,
I know.
I'm listening to everything that you're doing, and everything just sounds so cool. And then for you to be singing live, I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm here on this day. It's great.
Oh, yeah, it's really
And
lucky
day
day
as well. Great.
It is proper party day in here as well. Gentleman Jack, Sting's seen the first episode. I've seen the first episode. It is absolutely brilliant. It's all about Anne Lister. What can you tell us about this formidable woman?
So it's
Suranne?
based on the real diaries of Anne Lister. She left close to 5 million words, and a sixth of them were in code. So, and they were in code because they described her relationships with women, her ideas on gender, and that she didn't conform to that in any way, shape or form. So we're concentrating on the period 1832 to 1834 when she met Anne Walker, and this woman is like an epic character. It's written by Sally Wainwright. It's a very unique take on a period drama, and I'm thrilled that it's happening now, because it took Sally 20 years to get this made.
My goodness me.
Yeah,
well, the story of this woman is just incredible.
She's
I mean,
amazing.
she broke all boundaries, didn't she? She took on the men in roles that were, mainly for men.
Yeah.
She was quite wild. She was a bit of a womanizer, a bit of a social climber, and then kept these incredible diaries. And like you say, they were in code, and then they were hidden away by relatives, and then discovered years later, and then uncoded, decoded. I don't know what you say.
So one of her relatives, John Lister, and his friend Arthur Burrell, they found the diaries, and they were determined to crack the coded part. So when they cracked it and they realised what it was, they thought that the sexual content was so explosive that they couldn't have anything to do with them. So Arthur Burrell said, let's burn them. And John Lister knew that this would be historically valuable at some point. So he hid them in the walls at Shibden Hall, which is where she lived, which is where we actually got to film, which is another incredible thing about this show. And then they were there for 50 years until they were given to the Halifax Library, and then a historian called Helena Whitbread got the diaries, managed to crack the code, and then it took her 5 years to decode most of the diaries. But even as we were filming, they were still decoding, so I'd get an email of new bits of information as I was filming the scenes. I mean, as a research point of view, it was just magical.
Have you seen the diaries then? Have you sort of,
so I went to Halifax Library, and they're really beautiful. They look quite new, actually. They're all marble, really pretty. And then my researcher and Sally Wainwright can read the code. I mean, they're super smart.
How complex is the code?
It's
it's quite bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah,
mathematical.
Did she invent it? Or?
No, so it's Greek alphabet and then symbols, and it's a recurring code. So once you crack it, it repeats itself. So. So Sally would say, "Oh, it's quite easy." I'm like, I can't read it, but I think if we went for a second series, it'd be something that I'd quite like to do. It's just spending the time to be able to do it.
To do that. Sting, have you kept your diaries? Has Trudy got them hidden somewhere in a library that might be decoded one day?
They're just badly written. They're not in code.
Okay. I think they're brilliant, deliciously salacious, I hope. Because it's fantastic. You've worked with Sally Wainwright before. I mean, she's just an incredible lady. She's behind Happy Valley, Last Tango in Halifax, and of course Scott and Bailey, which she did 5 series of, which she absolutely loved. When the two of you work together now, is it kind of like a marriage? Do you sort of know each other? You kind of sort of speak each other's language? Is it easy?
And I've been directed by her before. Right. So what I think about working with a director is that you have them on tap, for the whole 14-hour day, that you get their intent. Yeah. So, if you're struggling at all, or you just want a bit of extra information, you can pick their brains at any point in the day. And I found that collaboration just thrilling. And Sally is... She knows this woman inside out, and we felt really privileged to be working on this together. So it's great, and the tone is really unusual for a period piece, because she uses Steadicam to get that modern edge, and we break the fourth wall, which is like a diary entry. So I think she's just gone all out on this, and it's so unusual, and it's nothing like I've been involved with before. She's brilliant. She's a legend.
She is a legend, but you are a legend too, and you bring such character to her, and the outfits, and the costumes, and the all-star cast. I mean, everybody is in it. You've got Gemma Jones, Gemma Whelan, Timothy West, Jodie May, Sophia and Peter Davison. It's just incredible. It's making me very excited. I've only seen episode 1. I'm desperate to see episode 2. We'll talk more with Suranne Jones and Sting. Tom Adele's going to be here soon too.
Zoe Ball.
Excellent. Suranne Jones on maracas. Take it away, Tom Odell.
All right. If you be my bodyguard, I could be a long lost pal. And I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me out. Call me out. Whistle solo. Nice stuff on bass.
Listen to more podcasts